to infinity and beyond!
Okay, tell me why this movie game has better platforming than half the real platformers I played as a kid. Like, excuse me? The movement is snappy, the levels are chunky and fun, and it has a token system that turns every map into a little checklist dopamine factory. Welcome to Retro Game Gold, the series where we play older games that are still actually fun today. No nostalgia goggles required, but we're allowed to wear them for fashion's sake. Today's pick, Toy Story 2 on PS1, developed by Traveler's Tales and released around the movie's release date in 1999. So story-wise, it's basically Buzz to the rescue, so pretty spot on to the movie. Woody's missing, the toys are panicking, and Buzz is like, "Say less, I will parkour across the entire neighborhood." Each area is a little toy-sized obstacle course where you're chasing clues, helping the gang, and clearing stages to push deeper into the adventure, until you're finally taking on the bigger end-of-level threats. Like here, where you're helping Sarge find his troopers. Have they gone AWOL? No, they're just stuck on the top of this giant plant. How'd you get up there, little buddy? Buzz Lightyear's job description in this game is collect trash, solve problems, and fight household objects that have decided to become violent. Here's why this is Retro Game Gold. It's a licensed game that respects your time. The levels are compact, goals are pretty clear, and it constantly gives you something to do without turning into a confusing maze. It's also weirdly polished. Movement feels responsive. Camera is honestly, for PS1, pretty workable. It's got that camera mechanic that turns to wherever your character is aiming, which back then, so many games were frustrating with the camera work, and this one was at times, but mostly it's surprisingly pretty manageable. And the game does that 3D platformer trick where every corner of the map is basically whispering, "Hey, there's probably a collectible over here. Come find me." And it makes you want to explore the whole map. The loop is simple and addictive. You drop into a map and your main goal is to earn Pizza Planet tokens to unlock the next areas. And the tokens usually come from helping characters in the level, like Ham, Rex, Sarge, and others, who each hand you tasks that range from solve a little puzzle, do a race or time challenge, find missing items, scavenger hunts, search missions, or just survive the world's most hostile living room. Basically, Buzz is out here doing community service for tokens.
Buzz, Buzz, Buzz!
The smart part is, the missions are short and varied. You don't do the same thing 5 times in a row, so the pace stays snappy. Plus, each level typically has multiple tokens to grab, so you always feel like you're making progress. Also, can we talk about how every NPC is like, "Buzz, I lost my thing." And Buzz is like, "Understandable. I will now risk my life floating on platforms to find it for you." Buzz is such a swell guy. Almost too perfect of a friend. No wonder Woody wanted to disassemble his guts in part 1.
Woody's Roundup, where nobody wears a frown.
Buzz is surprisingly fun to control because you've got a little toolkit that keeps things from feeling flat. You got the laser, which is just fun to shoot, and the game lets you pop into a first-person aiming view, which is honestly super satisfying for hitting switches or targets from a distance. And look at that reflection. If that ain't retro gold, I don't know what is. You have the spin attack for close range, great for enemies, and for when you're panic spinning because you missed a jump by 1 pixel. Basically, this Buzz has 2 moods, heroic Space Ranger and violent Beyblade. Okay, we have to shout out the map screen because the presentation is so Toy Story. The Etch-a-Sketch style for this is one of those little touches that makes the whole thing feel charming instead of generic. It's not just level 1, level 2, it's like, no, you're a toy plotting a rescue mission using toy tools. That rules. And then, at the end of each level set, you usually get a boss-style showdown, which is perfect payoff for all the errands you just ran. Some bosses are straight-up Toy Story logic bosses, like fighting things that absolutely should not be alive. But here we are, and it gives the level structure. Explore, complete tasks, cash in tokens, boss, move on. And yes, eventually you get in a big fight with Emperor Zurg, because of course you do. So yeah, Toy Story 2 on PS1 is retro game gold, because it nails the fundamentals, clear objectives, fun movement, varied missions, and enough charm that it feels like you're playing inside the Toy Story world instead of just wearing the skin of it. It's structured in a way that keeps you moving, the token system makes progression satisfying, and every map has that one more thing energy. If you want more retro game gold, tell me what games should be next. PS1, N64, whatever. If this episode unlocked a childhood memory for you, hit the like button because I'm about to collect Pizza Planet tokens like it's my full-time job.